Yeah, it does, and especially on Battlestar because they used so much atmosphere smoke. You know, the thing with high definition is that it made things so crystal clear that they then started adding smoke to make it look like video. And we were like, what?
You're killing us.
Yeah, exactly. You're making me breathe smoke on a daily basis, so you don't have to work as hard.
Which by the third season I became badly allergic and they had to stop using it on me and Mary McDonald because it's
Tricia and I,
very unhealthy for you.
Yeah, it's really, really bad for you. And they're like, no, the smoke isn't bad for you, but if you know that little triangle that has like the yellow and the red and the blue, the hazard thing? It's flammable, but it's okay for your health. Like, it's like, oh yeah, breathe it in. It's fine. Just don't light a cigarette. Like, I mean, it makes absolutely no sense to me. So I think that on hot days, those sets were really difficult because you got really, really hot and really cramped, and there's a lot of people in there, and the crew and the lights, and you know, but nothing compared to the Viper. That was like, I mean, people would forget you were in there, and because they can't hear you, and so they leave you in there, and it's like, it happens to me on the motorcycle. It's so calming when you're inside this helmet. It's like you're in a little bubble and nobody can hear you, and I actually really like it, but it puts me to sleep, and so, yeah, it's not good on a motorcycle, but in the Viper, I would just fall asleep. I would just be sleeping, and then all of a sudden Harvey, you know, may he rest in peace, Harvey would come, one of our producers, and start banging on the glass and be like, Katee! Wake up! Because it was so hot that you just, it's like, you know, being in a confined space, turning the heat up to 110, you just go.
But most of the sets, I mean, if you were in the Galactica or you were on the base ship or something like that, those were huge sets. And you also leave in between setups and stuff like that. You go outside to your trailer or something. So it was really only when you were shooting, like in, you know, the bunks and in the very small, the small spaces. But a lot of the time, you weren't claustrophobic at all because you're in this huge. I mean, the Galactica was like this size.
Yeah, it was huge, and like the walls would move out, so like it would usually only be 3-sided.
Yeah,
it's only 2-sided, you know.
They film that way to get better angles and stuff, so the walls actually all move.
Yeah, so all the walls.
So the cameras can get in there.
They can make the hallways longer by pushing them together and making them spin and do all these things. And
I got lost a few times.
So did I in the very beginning.
You keep going around. I'm like, where is the exit?
Trying to push on the walls, going, I know these walls move. Why won't they not move? And then you realize that they would drill them together so they wouldn't move, and you're like, why am I not able to get out? Yeah, but we had the most fantastic thing was on Battlestar, we had a cameraman that was about 5'6", and if you all remember from Battlestar, nothing was on a track. I mean, everything was handheld. So we had 2 camera guys with like cameras just following us wherever we went, and
we had one tall guy and one
short guy. But Timmy, the short guy, like you'd be doing this scene, and all of a sudden you'd like get in your bunk and you'd realize he was in bed with you with like a camera, and you're like doing this scene that's like really intimate with like Michael Trucco and like kind of trying to live vicariously through your character, and then you have a camera like right here, and it really, really is selfish and takes you out of the moment. Just kidding. But it was like he would like be in the rafters and like under tables, and like he'd pop out and you'd be like, oh my god, it's him!
I had that with Greg, boom operator, when we were in Beltar's house, and I was like naked on the bed with a sheet precariously placed, and James is sitting over in the chair, and I'm supposed to be talking to James, all, you know, seductive, and I lean up.
Wait, the boom guy is the guy that stands like this.
Yeah, with the sound mic. But he wasn't standing like that this time.
He also was standing like this.
Oh!
So, if you can get to the other side of the table, it'd be perfect, because I was like slithering towards the side of the bed halfway through the scene, and I'm like, ah! There's Greg going,
and he looks at you like, sorry.
Yeah, so they're good at hiding themselves.
Yeah. Those sound guys have the best job in the world, because they come over to you and they have to check that your mic is there, and it's right here. And we were such a family that like they'd get to a point where they would just walk over to you and go,